And President Trump's 25% tariffs on automobiles and auto components starting to take a toll on the Indian industry. Shraddha Suri Marwa, the CMD of Shrubros, and also the president of the Automobile Component Manufacturers Association, spoke to us about the impact of the tariffs and China's curbs on rare earth exports and the potential impact on the growth outlook.
We grew at 9.6% year on year for last year. The good news is that two-wheeler sector is growing, the Indian domestic market is growing. It's very hard to predict what the growth will be this year, but at the moment for Q1 we've been steady, and the numbers have looked good. We'll have to wait and watch a little bit to see how Q2 pans out, especially given the current scenario of supply chain disruptions and the geopolitics that's panning out.
Right. I'd like to straight away ask you about the rare earth magnet crisis. India has not received any rare earth magnets since the 2nd of April. How badly is the component industry getting impacted? How is it going to impact the bottom line and production?
This is a challenge that we are facing currently. There have been no imports since April. It's going to be till stocks last. At the moment, and the government of India is trying very hard, to support industry and also work for, government to government to see what can be done. The good news is we do have long-term solutions because we have the raw material, and eventually we will come out of it. It's going to be challenging right now. We'll have to see how Q2 actually happens. We're also looking at alternate solutions to see how we can substitute this and and continue supplies.
Right. Now, speaking about the tariff wars that we're looking at, Donald Trump has imposed high tariffs on Vietnam, Japan, Korea, many of the Asian economies over the last few days, almost 14 countries last night. How does this put India as a supplier for automobile components around the world?
So I think tariffs are very, very diabolical right now when it comes to the US. Different nations are getting impacted on different dates. The last night's 14 does not have India's name on it, but we do not know what's going to happen in the future. At the moment, it's while it is stressful, I think it's also an opportunity. As an industry, we are as an industry, I would say that we are not sweating right now. We are waiting and watching, and quite honestly, Parikshit, this is beyond anybody's control. So we'll have to just align and move forward. The only silver lining is that India is not the only country which is going to be impacted by tariffs. It's a global phenomenon.
Right. I'd like to speak to you about the 25% tariff that Donald Trump has imposed on automobiles. Now, this is on grounds of national security. India is also considering doing some retaliation against the US at the WTO. But this 25% duty on automobiles, on certain components, how is it impacting the industry, according to you?
You see, if you see our numbers for last year, actually exports grew, they didn't go down. And also, the domestic market's been growing, extensively. So while, we spend a lot of time actually focusing on what's going to happen to India's exports. What we do need to do at this point is actually change gears and look at the domestic market, because that's growing. We are already number 3. We are growing very fast. India's GDP is growing. India's auto sector is growing. So I think there's a lot of opportunity here itself, and maybe we should focus more on that.
All right, on that note, we take a short break, but coming up, United Arab Emirates has rolled out a lifetime residency policy for a one-time fee of 23 lakhs. A special discussion when we return.